Hi, I'm Mike Simpson, founder and CEO of One World Lab. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to present to you a tremendous opportunity to create a new era of openness in the biomedical research industry. This will lead to new medical discoveries happening at a faster rate and allowing us to get to the new medical breakthroughs in a fraction of the time and a fraction of the cost. Right now we're facing an enormous problem here in the life science industry where nearly half or more of research being published in scientific journals cannot be reproduced in other labs. This is not only frustrating, but this is costing billions of dollars every year in wasted research. The main reason behind this is the way the industry works. The suppliers selling the materials are hiding the identity of the manufacturers from the researchers who are doing cutting-edge science. This means the researchers are not gaining the guidance available from the manufacturers because these suppliers are rebranding the manufacturer's material under their own label and dominating the market just on marketing tactics. Based on the fact that there's a high failure rate, these researchers are going from supplier to supplier, testing the same material unknowingly. So you can see that this is a very ineffective method that is existing today. But the redundant testing of the same material and the high failure rate, combined with the high prices of these reagents with an average price of $300 per vial and other hidden costs like shipping and handling, these high costs lead to these scientific projects being killed unnecessarily. Now the solution is very simple. One World Lab is creating a platform where only original manufacturers can be represented and only their unique products. So it makes it so everything that we have available is also in a sample size at $50, making it very affordable now to put panels of the unique product together, giving researchers the chance to test everything that they want to in a single experiment instead of doing it one product at a time and not just identifying what works, but what works best. Combining this with our review section, we're getting data back from the bench that allows for us to learn about how these products perform or do not perform under specific experimental conditions. We are now characterizing these products much better, allowing for us to cut down on optimization time, as well as culling the industry of products that have been proven to not work. And let's hear from some of our customers and stakeholders to get their opinion and perspective on One World Lab.
My name is Costas. I'm a postdoc in San Diego, California. One concept that really caught my eye about One World Lab is the ability to be able to order a variety of antibodies and test them out without having to purchase each vial for $400 or more. I ordered a couple of these antibodies through OWL, and it's actually a part of the story that I will publish soon. I also love the social aspect of the website where I can see what my peers have rated and whether or not my peers like an antibody or not before buying it. Science has been kind of hindered by the lack of sharing. So a lot of times we'll duplicate efforts unnecessarily, and this could result in years of work that could have been completely avoided. One World Lab is a game changer in the industry.
I'm Paolo Belzer. I'm a postdoc at the Salk Institute. I got to know OWL while I was doing some research for my antibodies. Antibodies are such a critical tool for my experiments, but I think that they're a critical tool for molecular biology and cellular biology in general. OWL is allowing researchers to save money and time by being able to test 5 different antibodies at the price of one only antibody, and being able to know which one of the 5 is the best antibody, and then just focus on that in the future and obtain the best results. Many times, given the cost of antibodies, labs just give up on whole experiments because they can't get the result they want, and they're not willing to invest another hundreds of dollars in antibodies that might not work. You can spend 6 months optimizing an experiment, and then somebody tells you that it's not working because the antibody is not efficient enough. The same producer of antibody could resell his antibody to different companies, and actually I could have been buying the same antibody from different companies and test it as if they were different antibodies. But OWL is solving this huge problem in biology, because it allows you to really access directly the producer of the antibody, and so you don't risk to buy twice the same antibody, invest a lot of money and a lot of time testing. Then science will be more efficient, it will be more productive.
Hello, my name is Miloschlazic. I have been a scientist, researcher in molecular biology and life sciences for over 10 years. I've received my PhD from Northwestern University. I've heard of this company 6 months ago. It's called One World Lab. It basically has the potential to make a new paradigm shift in how scientists pick their reagents. One World Lab is like seeing the light for research. I could find multiple companies, over 40 right now, that we can actually test samples from in a test size format. Make a research your experiments a lot better, saving your time, saving your money because you're only buying the sample size, and essentially getting your data within a few days and finding not only the antibody that works, but finding the best antibody for your publication, for your research, for developing of medical cures, advancing the knowledge for humanity.
My name is Matteo DiBeto. I graduated in Italy from the University of Milano Bicocca, and I currently work as a postdoc at University of California, San Diego. We use a lot of antibodies, especially for FACS and for Western blot. Reliability and reproducibility of antibodies are important criteria for a successful research and for our project. However, there are several issues with testing antibodies and the frustration of testing multiple times and not getting the desired result. Our lab gave me the opportunity to test multiple antibodies at a test size at the same time. The fact that they're coming all together is really helpful because you can test the antibody on the same experiment in the same condition at the same time. Another important part of One World Lab is the review of the antibody and helping communicating and connecting the scientific community.
In order for One World Lab to truly succeed, we need to update our software that supports our platform. And this is not merely an update, but a quantum shift forward. We are close to launching a new software application that will be free for the research community through oneworldlab.com. This software will connect researchers with manufacturers in real time for the first time ever. Let me just point out a few key features. One is that we'll have machine learning and Elasticsearch in our search engine, allowing researchers to find all related material for an experiment. We will have in our protocol section an electronic lab notebook, which will move data from the paper lab notebook to a digital format, allowing for that data and valuable information to be more searchable and of course legible. There will be a Q&A section for every product page, allowing for us to learn the community knowledge about our products, best tips and tricks to get them to work. It will have an interactive review section, allowing scientists to talk about results with one another. The result is a completely connected biomedical research community with transparency, traceability, consistency, and efficiency. This will promote collaboration and guidance, which will allow for us to learn how to use products effectively and optimally for given experimental conditions. To make this a reality, we need to raise $60,000. There's a small percentage of the savings that this much needed solution will provide to researchers, taxpayers, and the patients themselves. Thank you very much for listening to me and taking your valuable time to help us make this dramatic change for all of us, to continue doing great work and make life science more open.
Well, my name is Ken Anderson, co-founder and COO of One World Lab. Thanks for watching the video and taking an interest in what we're doing here to streamline science. So even the smallest contribution will just save a researcher's assay. A little bit more money, you'll get the Aliquot doll, the new mascot of One World Lab. We also have product giveaways, and the grand finale is the San Diego Beer and Science Tour. So please take out your checkbooks and contribute, because every dollar is going to go very far. Thank you very much.
One World Lab, I love it.